Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Revenge of the Q and or A. Oh my goodness. We got questions. We got answers, maybe. I don't know. I might ramble through this whole thing. I don't know what's about to happen. I got a whole bunch of questions in front of me because, again, the laziness continues. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, hold on. My head was wrong. This is harder than it looks. Ding. Right there. The hat's, all I was saying is the hat's behind me and I don't, whatever. Okay, so, wow. At the top here, a few of you are probably wondering, yo, Cox, where's them vids, yo? I haven't really been around the office to make them. I wish I had a backlog. I ran out. This show has been consuming a lot of my time. For those who are wondering, we're making a YouTube Red show. I know, there's going to be people in the comments like, but I can't get YouTube Red. We are working on trying to make that happen for you. And if you can't get it on YouTube Red, you can get it through another service. I'm sure of it. We are making that happen. Chill your butts. Take your butts, put them in ice, chill them out. Get some defroster, defrost those chilled butts, and then re-chill them. Is what I'm saying. So again, for those of you who are like, what the shit, YouTube Red show, Jesse, what are you doing? Myself and Michelle Morrow created a show about esports, an esports team, and it's being produced by Dan Harmon. You know Dan from Community and Rick and Morty, right? And many other things. And yeah, it's great. It's a funny comedy, and I am even in it. I have a small role because I wanted to have a really small role. And it's pretty funny. Because I am plagued by being a YouTuber. Because every time you, as a YouTuber, talk, you talk directly into the camera. You don't do that when acting. So it is a problem for me. I keep looking right at it, and the director's like, don't look at the camera. So, yeah, that's happening. That's coming down the pipeline. But it has been a lot of work, and that's kind of the reason why the last few days I've been missing. If you follow my Instagram, or you follow my Twitter, or all, the socials, you can see behind the scenes stuff. It looks really, really cool. I cannot share very much because there are some surprises. And, yeah, the last couple days have been insane. So, man, do I want to share with you what happened. But there are clues. There are clues and hints on my Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and all that garbage. Yeah. Second thing up top here, up front, as usual, I'm going to say CoxCon. If you're in the UK and you want to go in July, wink, I'd love to see you. But also, I want to give a shout out to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Oh my God, you guys have no clue how thankful I am for you. This week, I got hit with so many copyright things, and I've just had to fight them all. A great example is one was for an old Witcher video, and it was for a song that's like, tweedly-dee, I'm a bird man. Like some garbage like that. And then I go click on my video, and the video's just music with bird tweets in the background. And I'm like, what? How is this copywritten? And they can just do that, and you're the one responsible for fighting it. So just a lot of videos have been demonetized, and thanks to the Patreon supporters, I'm not too concerned about that, like, kicking my ass in the end, because I have your guys' support, and it means the world to me. So, seriously, thank you. I can't even begin to describe how happy I am that I have that as sort of a buffer between the bullshit of YouTube and just, having to do 12 million brand deal promo ads. Speaking of which, gonna be one of those this week. But, I just wanted to say thank you because it means the world to me. So, I love you guys. Let's get down to the questions. I have a bunch here. First question the first. This comes from Sam, who says, do you consider yourself the Jason of the Co-Optional Podcast? That is about as close to an inside joke question as we can possibly get. For those of you who don't know, Jason in this question, in this circumstance, I'm trying to think of the right word, but I guess in this question is whatever. Jason, in this scenario, that's kind of what I was looking for, is Jason Mantzoukas from the How Did This Get Made podcast. And I love those guys. I've seen them live like 6 times. Hilarious. Jason, definitely. I'm 100% the Jason. What up, jerks? I love him. I think he's hilarious, and I've actually been on a flight with him. He sat a row behind me. I didn't say a word to him. I was too embarrassed. I was like, ooh, I want to say hello, and I didn't do it. I've even asked a question on a How Did This Get Made live. If you ever found yourself afraid to ask a question of me or to talk to me in person, just know that fear is what I felt asking the How Did This Get Made podcast team my question when I was on their show. So straight up, everyone feels that way, and it was super embarrassing for me, and I even felt terrible because at the time, some kid had a poster, and the entire cast was like, oh, let's see that poster. And then Paul Scheer gives me the microphone. He's like, ask your question. I asked the question. No one's focusing on the question. Everyone literally is looking at this poster. And I'm like, okay. It was so awkward. You can go listen to that one if you find it. I'm not gonna direct you to go see my awkwardness. You can find it on your own. Next question is from Narf Tool1, who says, I bet Scary Game Squad guy regrets not watching Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know which Scary Game Squad guy that is, but whoever hasn't seen it, we need to make an effort to watch this movie with them. I love that movie. Jack Burton, as my old friend Jack Burton says, it's a damn good movie. The end of that movie is my favorite part in any movie ever. Kim Cattrall's friend is like, well, aren't you gonna kiss her? And Jack Burton looks at her and goes, no, and walks away. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Jack Burton don't need anyone. He gets back on the road, goes on his adventures. I love it. Yeah, that'll happen. The next question comes from Mach-Kor-2. Sounds like some sort of Klingon. Kappa. Jesse, what's your favorite story from when you were a teacher? Oh, this is easy. When I was a teacher, I had a student named James Mackey. Mackey was trouble. Just trouble. He was always like getting in shit. I believe one time he was sleeping and I tried to wake him up and he like knocked my computer off the desk. Like just crazy stuff. Knocked my computer off the desk and he like threatened to hit me and like pulled off my glasses. And I was like, if you're gonna hit me, hit me. Yeah, it was an event. He was like just a handful. But as time went on, he slowly came around to like understanding we were there to really, really help him and get him to graduate and like change his life, man. We were like, I love that dude. I was trying my hardest to help him. And eventually he did graduate. And we were so proud. And cut to 5 years later? Many years later, after I quit teaching and after I had moved on to YouTube, Dodger and I were shooting a show in Boston. And we were on Boston Common shooting a little scene. And up the stairs, I hear, Mr. Cox? And I look down. James Mackey right there. He's in a suit and tie, and apparently he is going to go petition the State House for the group he works for on behalf of like low-income students or so. I was just like, what? And I talked with him, and dude is killing it right now. And it made me so happy, and it's one of those things I think you can only feel as a teacher and maybe a parent. Like that moment where you see someone grow and like really become something special and different from what they were. Like it's you knew that you, even though you played a part in that, it was really him seeing his life and realizing that he had to be the change and that you were just there to facilitate the change in him. And it was such a special moment because yeah, it's one of those things where you see someone grow and you're just like, it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful to see someone grow and change and become someone different and realize that you were there for the journey and that, you know, you should never take credit for someone else's change, but, you know, you were a part of it and you helped and it was so cool and I will never forget that feeling. It was like I was so proud to see him succeed so well. And it was awesome. It was a really great feeling. And I know he's out there still kicking ass. So wherever you're at, Mackie, keep it up, dude. Crimson Rose says, hey, Jesse, would you ever be willing to add, or would you ever be able to add, captions to your videos? First, of course I'm willing. Second, am I able? Not by myself. That's a lot of words. I've had a lot of people over the years approach me and be like, yeah, I'll do Russian subtitles for you, or I will do Spanish subtitles for you, or English subtitles. I would love for that to happen, but most of the time they're like, I'll do it for free, and then it all peters out because, you know, people who, if you're working for free, you're doing it in your spare time, and sometimes people run out of spare time. And then the people who are like, oh, I'll do it for money, want more money than I have to give them. So, yeah, it's something that I would love to do, and I think would be nice to do, and Lord knows the captioning on YouTube as is terrible. So here's an example. Right now, turn it on and enjoy. As doobity beep bop boop boop boo doobity boo I like doo doo I like boo doo 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 doo. Whatever that says, I bet it's the funniest thing you've read all day. Okay, yeah. So I don't particularly know how I would go about doing it, but I'm sure there's a service or something, or maybe there's someone out there who's just like, I love you a lot and I'll do it for on the cheap. I don't know. But at the same time, you're also opening yourself up to, I don't read the Russian, so I don't know what the hell you would be saying. It could literally be a video that's just like, Jesse's a dick, and everyone watching this video, you should go out and stab people in the wiener. Like, I don't know what it would say. So, yeah. Next question. A. Just A? A says, question for the future Q&A? How did you even get that? Okay. Question for the future Q&A. Do you feel there's a place for more games that are specifically trying to be more thoughtful in the vein of Cat Lady, Firewatch, The Void, just to name a few, in the industry or on your channel? If so, how significant is it, and is it growing or shrinking? I think first off, I think it's growing. I think people want more thoughtful games and more games that challenge their thinking and their beliefs and make them question things. I think people have wanted that for a while, and indie games are a good platform for that. I definitely think there's a lot of room for new, crazy ideas and for even more far-out things. But you also have to be willing to accept that the further out you get, the more niche you become. So you might not get a lot of people who are going to buy it. But if it's a good game, people will flock to it. I think on my channel, there's always a place for it. What I need to do now is make room for that place because I still have a bunch of stuff to finish, and I really need to. So before we get weird, let's get done with stuff. And yeah, you know me. I love weird games. If you follow this channel, you know I love them weirdos. They're my favorite. So yeah, definitely think there should be more of those. All right. Have you ever thought about, this is from Bjornson? BJORNAR? Bjornar? Have you ever thought about returning to Norway for the gathering? I would love to come back to Norway. Norway, the little bit of time I was there was a lot of fun. I would actually want to go and spend like time in Norway and go to Oslo and stuff and not just to where the gathering is. Yeah, I would love to. I think it'd be a ton of fun. I just need to, you know, go. Yeah, of course. You could literally, there could be a question on here that's like, would you come to X country? Hell yeah, I would. I love to travel and see new places and do new things. Yeah, there's never going to be a no. Even if you're like, would you like to go into the middle of the jungle where snakes will eat your face? Sure, you know, as long as I got a like knife to kill the damn snake trying to eat me, I'd be okay. So yeah. Unless it's like, would you come to our underwater convention called SharkCon? No, fuck you guys. You can go to hell. Okay. Schmidt-tacular has a question. Jesse, what were some of your favorite cartoon shows from when you were a kid? Also, what do you think of Hollywood attempting to make movies based on older kids shows to cash in on the nostalgia wave? Look, Hollywood has always been doing that. Always. When I was a kid, Hollywood was doing that to shows from the 60s and 70s. So don't even worry. It's always been that way. Yeah, in the 90s, they were remaking shows from the 60s. In the 80s, they were remaking shows. Like, don't think this is anything new. It's always been that way. What I watched when I was a kid, Ninja Turtles, Doug, He-Man. Man, I'm trying to think of like the ones everyone would know. What the hell did I watch? Transformers, Voltron. I'm trying to think of all the Nickelodeon ones. Rugrats, Rocco. Oh, Rocco. Yeah, man. Just like even the shows that were like, you can't do that on television. Those, like, Nickelodeon was a shit back in the day. Saturday morning cartoons. There was a lot that I watched, but a lot of them are crappy. What was the one with Megabyte and Dot Matrix? And I think they're gonna try and remake it, which I'm horrified of. That show. Yeah. All the classic shows that they're trying to reboot now. So I guess your question's valid. They're trying to remake them, but I think, you know what? If it's good, I don't care if the remake is a little bit different. So far, I've enjoyed Mystery Science Theater 3000, the remake of that, and you know, I think the third episode of the new season is hilarious. Is like one of the funniest ones I've seen. I think it's the third episode. One of the new episodes might be in my like top 5 Mystery Science Theaters of all time. So it's okay to remake things. Just, you know, capture the feeling. Don't directly remake it. The biggest example of that is the Avatar The Last Airbender movie. That's just like a dude trying to put season 1 into a movie. Don't do that. Capture the essence of something, and we will come and love it. I think that's the real gist of all of that. Hopefully that made sense. All right. You know what? One final question from Tapingu. Jesse, why do you sometimes look like you're sleeping on podcasts? Are you actually napping or in some form of meditation? Okay, I'm going to do what I do on the podcast. I'm going to select this maybe. Like this. I don't know. So imagine I am looking at the computer. So I'm like looking over here because the camera's up here. So when I look at the camera and I'm talking directly to you, it looks like I'm awake, right? Sometimes, maybe, I don't know. But if I'm looking down here, looking at the computer, and like TB's face is on the computer, I'm looking at him, it looks like I'm doing this. And it probably looks like I'm sleeping. But I'm not sleeping. I'm watching them, or I'm watching a video that someone posted, or I'm interacting with chat. But like this, or I'm looking over here, or I'm doing something down here. Like, the monitor is here, and you are up there. So, you can, it's not that I'm asleep. I've never fallen asleep on a podcast. It's that I am not actively looking at the camera. Eventually that may change because I might get a new camera that is like over there-ish. And then you will see me a little bit differently, but you'll actually see that I'm like, oh yes, I'm very engaged right now. No, I'm not sleeping on the podcast. Yeah, no, that's not a thing that happens. But thank you for asking the question. I'm sure a lot of people, I see it in chat. A lot of people are like, is he just sleeping? You got me. That Total Biscuit, boring. Let me tell you. Yeah. So that's a great question to end on. Not really any emotional questions this week, but that's fine by me. I think the James Mackey story is pretty emotional for me, at least. It's really cool, and I'm you know, I'm so happy and proud and honored to have been a part of his life. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching and submitting your questions. Please, down below, submit as many as you want. I love to answer questions, and thank you again. So, as always, to be continued.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze! We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze! Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze!
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC! What are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
It's a production of broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a production of broadcast.
Bring the strippers and booze.
It's a promotional broadcast.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
It's a promotional broadcast.